सब्सक्राइब करें, प्रेस करें बेल आइकॉन और पाएं मुंबई, नवी मुंबई एवं बॉलीवुड की ताजा तरीन खबरें।
The outbreak of the coronavirus pandemic has brought upon an unprecedented situation around the world. The calamities of the virus has had devastating and large-scale effects in our ways of living, while on the other hand, coronavirus is abundantly blessing the nature. Here in Navi Mumbai, the Talave wetlands was all painted in pink when more than 9,000 flamingos flocked in the city amid the nationwide lockdown. As quarantines have caged the masses, the pink flock reclaimed the city's creek, giving these birds the peace for roosting, thereby encouraging their forage and habitat. While the pink birds congregated over the wetlands in huge numbers, they have now put the Maharashtra government in a fix, leaving them unstable to make a choice between designating the area conservation reserve or to go ahead with the plan of developing it as a golf course. The area, being a government land, is possessed by CIDCO, who plans to transform the site into a golf course. But the state mangrove cells are determined to protect the wetlands of Talave as a buffer zone to the Thane Creek Flamingo Sanctuary after an estimated report of Bombay Natural History Society revealed 25% spike in flamingo numbers migrating the Talave Creek. According to the Bombay Natural History Society, the area is a home to 58 bird species, 33 migratory species and other vulnerable species guarded under wildlife laws. The Bombay Natural History Society demands the protection of 783-hectare foraging area and a 46-hectare core area, which includes the 14-hectare TSC and 21.9-hectare NRI complex. Sunil Agarwal, a resident of Seawoods NRI complex, shared ground details of the wetlands, linking them to the homecoming of migratory birds in Mumbai amid COVID-19 lockdown. He further appealed authorities and citizens to act wisely to save nature for a better tomorrow for the generations to come.
Hi, Sunil Agarwal here. I stay in Nerul, Navi Mumbai. As you can see behind me, there is a wetland, then there is a mangrove and there is sea. I am staying in this place for around 5 to 6 years. So every year from winter to monsoon, these migratory birds, especially flamingos, come here in huge numbers. And during low tide, they rest in seaside. And as the water starts increasing there, they come during high tide to this place where they get their food. And that is why the brown juveniles, they turn pink when they eat the food here, which is healthy for them. And this has been happening every year, but this year we see increase in numbers by around 25%. One of the reason is that many of their other sites like Mira Bay and that wetland, Puran wetlands have been destroyed, and that's why they are getting concentrated in those wetlands which are now remaining. That is Navi Mumbai. These are the almost last few wetlands here. And here also they had stopped coming in January when the work on residential project started, as the plan is to make a golf course and residential project here. So the tree cutting had been done and they had started encroaching on the water body. But with the lockdown, when all the human activity has stopped, they again gained the confidence and they started visiting this place in large numbers, as you can see. So that gives us a lesson that if you leave the nature to itself, it will heal itself. But if we destroy it, it can result in major disaster. destroying this area will result in major floods, as has been seen in other places. And also there can be bird hit, as these birds will have no other place to go to. They will move towards new airport site, and BNHS warned that that may result in a bird hit. So my appeal is to everyone is that you should save nature, not for the sake of nature, but for your own survival, for your future generation, because you may leave crores of rupees for them, but what they will do if there is nothing to enjoy? Like today, we are all having money, but we cannot go out. We are all forced to stay at home, eat whatever is available. So nature has proved that we may think that we are the strongest, but nature is the most.
Reiterating his advice, Mr. Agarwal stated that COVID-19 serves as a lesson for mankind that when nature is disrupted, it yields disastrous consequences, and when left to itself, it regenerates and heals.
This year numbers are higher by around 25% because of basically two reasons. One is destruction of all other wetlands, and the other reason is due to lockdown, no human activity like construction. In between they had stopped coming to this place when the construction work started in the plot for the golf course and buildings, but with the lockdown they have started coming back in a huge number. So that gives a good lesson that if you leave the nature to itself, it will heal itself, and the things will become normal again. So this COVID-19 has given a very good message to all of us that if we run after money, that money is not going to help us. Today if we have food in our house, that only we can consume, that we can give it to our next generation. All the money in the bank or the stocks, all are waste. So we need to save the nature, not for the sake of nature, but for our own existence, for our future generation. Because this nature is disturbed, it results in a huge disasters, as it can be seen, as was seen earlier with floods, tsunami, and now this COVID-19 is a ultimate warning. If we don't improve now, this may be our last chance.
The Agarwals poured a heartfelt advice, urging the administration to rethink their decision on constructing a golf course.
We are so lucky to be situated in a place where right at the backyard we have this beautiful mangroves and wetlands, 80 hectares of pure greenery. And we have these migratory birds visiting us here every year. But this year the amount has been phenomenal. They have been coming here in thousands and thousands, and the whole place has become like a pink carpet. And we are really lucky that, during this quarantine time, we are able to have such a beautiful view right from our balcony. It's just that it's very sad that, we have this beautiful place, but it's been eyed by the builders and by the administration, where they want to destroy it and convert them into building buildings and make golf course out of that place. When we have had so many disasters all over the country, all over the cities, at that time at least we need to rethink that whether we should be destroying our nature and building such concrete jungles here. It's my request to the authorities, it's to the people who are actually involved, that please do not destroy this beautiful place and rethink about this and let this nature survive. It's my appeal to the authorities to please drop this idea of making a golf course and residential towers here. Let the nature survive. Let this beautiful place, this paradise, just be there as it is. We have outsiders, we have people from world coming and telling that we should keep this place. It's so beautiful.
I like only one thing, let our future generation also enjoy this view and these migratory birds which are coming here. To see this view in other countries you have to travel miles to see the flamingos. Here we are lucky that we are having such a beautiful place. Only government needs to realize the importance of this place and see to it that it is not destroyed in the name of development or in the name of golf course.
A determined Shruti Agarwal, with an aim to churn the spirits of Navi Mumbaikars, shared a message to the citizens appealing them to save the wetlands and the remaining biodiversity left in the city.
Hi friends, this is Shruti Agarwal here. I'm located in Seawoods, Navi Mumbai. Can you see this beautiful place behind us? These are the wetlands of Navi Mumbai. And this is where the flamingos come in. all the videos that you've been seeing on the internet on the flamingos, they've all been shot from here. But can you believe this place is actually in danger? You know, we have this place being sold to a builder, and they want to actually build a golf course and some tower buildings coming up here. I mean, I'm surprised and I'm actually shocked that how can anybody even think about it. This beautiful place is like, you know, like by everybody, and it's such a paradise. We have a beautiful biodiversity here. We have almost 80 species of birds also that come here, not just the flamingos. So it's just a message to all of you that I think it's time that we rethink and we reset our lives and try to save our nature from being destroyed. It's for us to save the nature. It's not somebody else who's going to come and save it for us. So also we've seen floods coming in everywhere. We've seen the floods of Chennai, of Kerala, of Navi Mumbai and Mumbai in 2005. It created so much of disaster. It's not easy to overcome all those things. So why not take precautions? Why not work towards it from before? Why can't we avoid these things? If we don't play with nature, definitely nature is not going to play with us. It's for us to save our nature. So let's all think. Maybe the COVID-19 has also given us time. You know, all of us time for us to rethink and think what we really need. Should we be part of the rat race, or should we actually relax, think, preserve our nature, do something leave something good for the future generation also?
Though CIDCO's plans were heavily opposed and criticized by environmentalists and residents, it still remains vague whether the site will develop a golf course or turn to be a conservation reserve in the times to come. While nations dwindle amid the worst health crisis, the homecoming of the pink flamingos have lightened the city's mood, hinting citizens to decipher what nature has been trying to tell us all this while. With Madeline Ravi for NMTV News.